This would be like my favorite movie in the world if I was 13.
Hello, Adam Ryan Donato.
Hello, welcome back to another Hard Review, and I'm Adam here to talk to you guys about No Hard Feelings. This is a studio comedy with a big A-list actress. I mean, I know she hasn't really done much lately, but Jennifer Lawrence is huge. I mean, not only does she have the box office success with the Hunger Games and the X-Men movies, but also she has critical success, obviously winning the Oscar for Silver Linings Playbook and then getting nominated after that. It's really cool not only to see big comedies coming out, but with the cool people. And then, like, the whole point of this movie is like, hey, it's a comedy about, like, a hot, sexy lady. Kind of reminds me of, like, Bad Teacher, which I recently saw for the first time and really enjoyed. Basically, the plot of this movie is she finds a Craigslist ad from some two weird parents who are like, oh, our son is 18 and he's about to go to college. He has never had a girlfriend or anything. I don't know what he's gonna do. So, hey, can you come sleep with our son for the summer and we will give you a car. All you gotta do is date him and date him hard. Now, it's a really funny idea. It got a little weird before I saw it. It's like, oh, so not only that, but she has to do that. Problem is that he has no interest in dining and dashing with her. He does not want to have sex. He seems kind of asexual to me. That's kind of what my problem with it was going in, is it's like, oh, well, if someone is very actively rejecting advances from a very sexy, like objectively sexy woman, you know, and she's like actively trying, then like, hey, maybe that's not what he's comfortable with or interested in. We're all laughing at this guy like, ha, he won't have sex with the sexy actress. It's like, hey, well, that's how some people are wired, and hey, if they're happy, that's okay. You know what I mean? They live how you want to live. Live and let live, guys. That being said, I would have sex with Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, obviously. Watching it, I was surprised by how much heart this movie had and how much genuinity that there was, because it wasn't like that he wasn't interested in sex whatsoever. It was more so that he was more of a romantic and really wanted to do it the right way. A lot of people were mad because they were like, oh, well, this movie the other way around is bad. I don't like it the other way around, because if this was the other way around, it would be creepy. If there was a 30-something-year-old man actively trying to have sex with a freshly 18-year-old girl, and she's constantly saying no, rejecting the advances, but he presses on. You're right, that is creepy and weird, and you're right, it is a double standard for us to make a movie where it's funny when it's the other way around. I'm sorry that there are different rules for men and women in this world. It is unfair in a lot of ways. Yeah, I'm being sarcastic, but like, yes, there are a lot of unfair inequities in our society between men and women. We're taking the comedy movie too seriously. You know what I mean? Like, yes, that would be weird if it was the other way around, but guess what? It's not the other way around. You know how people are always like, oh man, you slept with your teacher when you were in high school? This boy slept with this teacher that was a girl. How was it? You know what I mean? Like that joke that's constantly made. Yeah, I'm sorry. That joke is made because there's a tinge of truth to it. Fine, whatever. You know, it's a comedy movie. I'm sorry that I'm not basing my politics or whether or not I want to get offended over a comedy movie. If you're offended by this, if you think that that's an offensive premise, that's fine. Don't watch it. For those that did watch this movie, yeah, Jennifer Lawrence is awesome. Now, she doesn't fuck in this movie, but she fucks. There's a scene that specifically really impressed me with the beach, when they go skinny dipping at the beach. They kind of went to a place that I didn't really expect them to go, but it was awesome and epic. I was like, oh yeah, I mean, she played Mystique, so that kind of makes sense. But yeah, you kind of have certain expectations about a movie like this. Like I said in the opening, like this would be my favorite movie when I was 13. And if I saw a poster like this for this movie with a title like that, with a star like that, and it was rated R, I knew I was going in it because I wanted to see a really sexy lady naked. That's exactly what I want to see. Without spoiling anything, delivers on that front in some regard. I feel like everyone who went into it for that will be satisfied. But like, this movie isn't just like for the boys, specifically the teenage boys. Like this is a movie you could take a date to go see, and that's totally fine, because even like the nudity that is in the movie, it's not like super exploitative. You know, it has a purpose, it has a function, it's used in somewhat of a comedic way. I'm very much so a comedic way. I really like this one. I had a really great time with it. Jennifer Lawrence is one of my favorite female performances of the year, I would say. I mean, obviously it's not going to be up there at the end of the year, but I really like her, and I really like what she did with this, and it's hard to pull off comedy, and she does it really well. She's an extremely funny person in front of the camera, behind the camera. I mean, I guess in interviews, I mean, she's not in front of the camera, but she is literally in front of it. But you see what I'm saying? She's like a really great personality, and it's fun hanging out with her. And actually, the boy that was in this movie, he was really good too, and I heard he played Evan Hansen in the stage production of Dear Evan Hansen, and it makes me so mad because he would have been so perfect to play Dear Evan Hansen movie. Why, Ben Platt? Why didn't you just direct it and just have him star in it or whatever? Like, why would you torpedo your thing as being a 30-something-year-old man playing a teenage boy? You suck. But this movie's really good. It's currently my 10th favorite movie of the year, which I'm really happy about that. It's a 4 out of 5 for me, and yeah, it's a really good time. Go see movies like this. There should be more movies like this out there in theaters. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what your favorite female-led comedy movie is. I actually just did a review for Joyride, and I said that was more of an ensemble comedy. I guess it was more of a romantic comedy in some ways. So what's your favorite raunchy romantic comedy? If I had to answer that question, I am again gonna go with Bad Teacher, just because like the opera bit. If we don't save opera, then it's gonna be gone forever. I think about that every single day. Actually, The Girl Next Door. That movie is so funny because it has my favorite line ever. And the video with it. I swear to God, Mac, if you don't fuck her, I'll kill myself. Please, Mac, please. Fuck her for me. Fuck her for me.